I'm back. Right now I'm literally sitting in a direct pathway to other houses. So I'm 100% setting myself up for some sort of awkward interaction from someone else as I film myself. So amazing. Love that for me. So I was thinking about how like YouTube is somewhat similar to like show and tell when we were in kindergarten. I don't know if they did this in your school or like grade 1 or something like that, but like you come in with like something to show and something to tell the class. And I remember like coming in with my rock collection more than one time. I was obsessed with rocks at the time when I was little, and just stoked to show it. Hated like talking in front of the class, but was so excited about my rock collection. And I feel like YouTube is somewhat similar to that. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, I don't know the psychology behind it, but I feel like YouTube is like showing and telling, and how us as humans were so fascinated by like what others have to show and tell. Just want to show and tell things. It's kind of lame, like when I'm saying it out loud. I was thinking about it in my head, but then I was like, now that I'm saying it, I'm like, does anyone really care about that? Not sure. Thought I heard a monkey jumping around. Currently, I'm in Costa Rica. I'm Canadian, from just outside of Ottawa, and I make frequent trips to Central America, and at the moment it is Costa Rica, so I can talk more about that eventually. I want to get into like so many different topics on here, and like that's why one of the reasons I am sort of labeling my channel as lifestyle, because I just want to like talk about everything, and I want to get an idea of like what you all want to be talking about and what you want me to be sharing, because I think we all, again, back to like the showing and telling, we all have something to learn from each other's human experiences. And it's so cool, like, to think how like my life can be a reflection of yours, vice versa, even if they're completely different. And also just in knowing that a person like me exists, just something really cool that we're able to like see what we're all doing. And like same for me and all the people that I watch on YouTube, like just knowing that they exist and they're out there and they're doing their thing, and it is inspiring. It's also pretty crazy, like the amount of time and like years that I've been watching YouTube, and in a way I've been like studying it. Now to be doing it, it's weird because you really get to like know quickly what it feels like to just be like looking at yourself, talking to a camera, and yeah, it's super interesting. It's also really exciting, and it's almost like after all this time I've been kind of like studying the process without knowing it, and now doing it. And yeah, it's really cool how if you just jump into something that you think or you have a pull towards, or something that just like really excites you, it's for a reason. Like I feel with my first video that I uploaded that like I unlocked a certain part of me that I knew was there subconsciously, but not like in my conscious thinking mind. It's like another level of like who I am and what I am here to do. And I feel like anyone out there watching this, like if you've ever felt compelled to do something that you think is like absolutely like batshit crazy, that you need to do it. You need to like trust yourself in that and go for it, because there's something in that for you. And I feel like as time goes on with what I get up to on YouTube, it's just gonna be even more of a self-exploration. And I feel like so many of us are here for that, and that's what we are here for. I know that it's easy to think like the way that your life is the only version of it that you're ever going to see, but that's, in my opinion, completely false. I feel like personally I've lived so many different lives, and it's almost like, fuck, I wish I started YouTube way sooner, because like the shit you guys would have seen is like, yeah. And not to say that my life now isn't as exciting, or it's not what I'm saying at all. It's just the truth is like so many different chapters, so many different life paths, and yeah, the cool part about it though, and obviously like no regrets, but it all led me to here and now, which I find to be equally as fascinating. So I just yeah, I really want to share that message that like whatever you feel is inside of you in terms of passion or things that you want to do in this world, like go out there and just try and see, and make that effort to like tap into that calling, because there's clearly something there for you. And if anything, I want this channel to be like a work in progress on that, and if I can help you at all to be the catalyst of what is next for you, I would really love that and honor that, because I think for myself, I'm a multidisciplinary creative, and one of my biggest passions is brand development and working with visuals and creative direction. And I feel throughout my career, throughout my life, have been interested in so many different things that sometimes it's been like overwhelming, and it's like, well, where do I start? Where do I end? Like, what do I do next? And so I feel like if you can relate to any of this at all, just know that there is a place in the world for you in terms of like listening to your inner spirit of what you want to be doing in this world, because it doesn't just have to be one thing. And the crazy thing is that all of the things, if there are multiple things that you're interested in, they will eventually someday all tie into one. I feel now in this moment with starting YouTube, it's kind of coming to that for me, where I can work creatively, visually, and also with sharing my thoughts and this and that with all of you, and just being able to also like explore new possibilities of like how I can share my world through my eyes and make it for you to have it be something that matters. Still, in my early days of YouTube, I've also been thinking about how when you have an idea, just to film it. And I'm speaking about filming specifically, but also like when you have an idea and whatever it is that you're interested in, just do it. And because the moment is going to pass you by so quickly that that idea will just become like another thing on a list of ideas, essentially. I think the action towards putting attention to that idea is absolutely gold. And it's even for me, like with these videos, I'll think of something and then I'm like, I just do it, because I know that if I don't in the moment, the idea will just be completely fleeting. So I think it's about focusing on the time that you spend thinking about things and actually putting attention to what you want to create, because the world is waiting for you.